Welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura and I'm going to do a general message for you. Know that energy is fluid, roles could be reversed. Just interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Never force anything. Take what you need, leave the rest. Now, if you're new to the channel, all important links are in the description box below. You also can find directions on how to win a free psychic reading with me. You could find out what's special I'm giving away, if I am, and you can also find links to my other YouTube pages and just important stuff, website link, all that jazz. Now, if you are interested in winning a free psychic reading with me, just like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the magic word of the day. So let's see what the word is of the day is going to be today. It is invincibility. So you'll write the word invincibility in your comment bar and you'll know that I chose you because I'll write the word winner underneath your comment. Now, if I did, then we'll correspond back and forth on YouTube to figure out the day and time that works best for the both of us. And I will also post the link the day of the live stream underneath our comments. This way you don't have to wonder where the link is. How do you get on? Lately, a lot of people that have won have been worried that they're not going to be able to figure out how to find me or how to get onto YouTube. If you subscribe to the channel, you will get notified. So you'll always know when I'm on or when a video uploads, because YouTube alerts you unless you have your notification bell off. If that's the case, you'll have to go and check, you'll have to check the platform. And like I said, it'll be really easy if you won because I will post the link underneath our comments. So you'll never have to worry. All right. Excuse me. So we are going to take a look at the spiritual energies that you're holding. And if you're in a relationship, what the karmic issues are and how to balance your energy out individually and how you can balance out your situation. I need to take a drink. Sorry about that. Doing a lot of talking. Tuesday nights, I do my TV show, and that's on Win-Win Women Network, and it's also posted on YouTube. And I have another channel, the Psychic Soul Healer channel. So if you want to cross watch for another zodiac, you can check that channel out. Again, the Psychic Soul Healer. All important links should be in the description box. Okay, first card out is diplomacy. Intuition. Permissive. Synthesis. One more from this deck. Universal panacea. So the energy that is, now this could be you, Virgo, or it could be the person that is connected to you, the person that you're connected to. And this vibe feels like a soulmate. And the reason why is because universal panacea is the magic pill. It's all about unconditional love, what heals us. And so I'm feeling as if both you, Virgo, and the person that you're connected to had very difficult and turbulent backgrounds. the way that you guys grew up in a poverty consciousness, you grew up with addiction, you might have grown up again with one parent that was always stressed out. Nevertheless, you both grew up in very versatile environments, and they were versatile because, again, the child self is very sensitive. So both you and your person have this spiritual connection where you can feel each other. ESP is through the heart and mind. So again, there is a lot of intuition. You both can feel when each other is energies are around, and you can feel when one of you is not connected. Or, most of the time with this type of connection, however, I feel as if there's always a connection. It's just whether or not you're in the front of their mind or in the back of their mind, and vice versa. But you're both thinking about the future very much to see what you really want for your future. And I think there's a sense of, even though you're so different, there's a sense that you both can feel that you're yourself. There is a good energy exchange. There's very good synthesis of energy where you don't really need to even be so on and be so cautious, because you're just relaxed being yourself. So this is, again, is talking about the vibe of a soulmate, a twin flame, possibly someone where there's a very strong spiritual connection. This could even be a past life karmic mate. I hate to say that, because there is always, unconditional love with all our soul family. Even if it's a karmic mate, you wouldn't have dated that person. That person felt familiar. That person felt, you could feel the passion. There's always a lot of passion. There's always a strong connection. There's always a spiritual connection that is not just of the heart, but it's of the mind. So, and that transcends all time and space. So it's very difficult to walk away. And there is a sense also with all these type of relationships that they're supposed to be, that every single one of them is supposed to be in your life. When you meet that person, you feel as if they're supposed to be in your life. You might not after a karmic lesson. You might be stuck in trying to heal yourself, but right now, there's a sense of that. I don't know what has transpired, but this is the underlining energy. And what's so beautiful is the underlining energy is this universal panacea. And the intuition, which I know, again, is that spiritual connection. And synthesis, same thing. There's a vibe. We didn't see any words of, greed or fear-based words. So which would come like greed or selfishness or deceptive or victimization. But none of those words came out. Only words of this strong spiritual connection, and that's bonded by unconditional love. So let's see what your person thinks about you, what their hidden truths are about you, what we don't know about you, Virgo. Spirit, tell us some hidden truths. Hidden truth. What does Virgo's person think about them? I want to be more than friends. I remember every detail of that day. So you and this person have been in separation for a while, I'm feeling, and your person doesn't normally let people into their life. They have a very difficult time expressing their feelings and emotions. They feel much more comfortable with surface relationships. So this relationship, this connection, I should say, because it never really turned into a relationship of any sort because of their fear of the depth of it. They never experienced it. Again, they're much more comfortable with surface relationships, possibly being very non-committal as well, liking to be a free spirit, liking variety. And with their connection to you, they first of all know that that's not anything that you would want. That's not anything a Virgo really wants. Virgos like stability. Virgos like some sort of structure in their relationship. They can have craziness outside, but their home life needs to be like a sanctuary. And if they're with a person, they need to have that person, and that person needs to be able to emotionally give to them. And your person can intuitively feel this. You're a person and you have a past life connection. So there's a sense of familiarity. However, you and this person think very differently. So I'm feeling as if the last time that you spoke, there was a little bit of passion, a little bit of, it wasn't planned. It was kind of just in the moment and felt natural. Um, I'm not feeling as if it was anything except for a strong kiss or maybe words, intimate words, something that was really touched your person that they haven't been able to forget. And they've been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. I replay all our conversations over and over. And that's because they're missing you. Because I believe that they are used to treating people pretty coldly. They like to deal with people very logically. I regret lying to you. I believe that your person pretended that they didn't care that much about you. I also feel as if they told you that they were single when they weren't. They never realized the depth that they emotion that they had for you. They never realized the importance of this relationship because they felt that they didn't really give you that much. And they also feel as if you didn't give them that much. So I'm feeling like this is a relationship that happened over time, but it was more almost like on an acquaintance level. Like you've known this person for a really long time and you never talked to them about anything deep, but you've had nice conversations with them. I hid who I really am from you. Yeah, they would never really get close because they have this facade as if they have their shit together. They have their facade. And when I say their shit together, I mean on an emotional level. Like they're so strong and stern. They are almost feel as if they need to be emotional and like have no emotion to be taken seriously. I'm feeling as if they grew up in an environment where they weren't allowed to express their emotions, that they were possibly told, like if they were a big boys don't cry. If they were told to be a girl, they were told don't complain, don't whine. They were told just be happy. So your person was never allowed to express their feelings and their emotions. And I'm feeling as if that is a spiritual trigger of yours. So ironic that there's an ESP connection, there's a soul connection, a very strong bond. However, in the physical realm, there's a lack of emotion being shown. So you can feel the emotional connection, but what you're feeling and what this person showed you were two different things. And you knew that they were lying to you because you could feel it. And I feel as if you would say things, but your person would just brush it off and pretend that they didn't really hear it, trying to make it again like the relationship wasn't really of any importance to them. I'm done playing games. They want to talk to you and they want to tell you that they're done playing games now. Because they really, really have thought about you for a long time. I feel when you walked away, you didn't want to leave on friends. You didn't want to even say anything. You might have said something to them a few times over the course of the situationship, but when you left for good, you didn't say anything. So I feel as if they thought that that spiritual connection was going to be strong enough that you were going to stay forever. I feel as if they're thinking how they misjudged you. And the irony is now they're comparing you to all the other people that they've dated. And because you didn't handle their bullshit in a crazy way, they actually respect you. And they, even though they're the ones that create the drama, it's almost like they respect you for not saying anything. They also can tell the difference between you and the other people that they've dated because you don't put up with their crap. And they're also seeing that you really do care about them and respect them because you told them the truth. You didn't stick around. You tried telling them, and you tried telling them as a friend. You didn't yell, you didn't scream, you didn't manipulate, they didn't listen. You said peace out, but you never told them peace out. You said it to yourself and you turned and you left and you walked away. And by the time this person figured it out, they went through their phases of being cocky. Oh, she'll be back, or he'll be back, to getting nervous, to making excuses, then getting nervous, and now surrendering. This is how they know they really like you because they've tried to walk away. They've tried. So, but there's obstacles in their way, and they put also obstacles in their way. I feel like their ego was a huge obstacle for a really long time. And I also feel that there were a lot of other women that this person was talking to, and they were obstacles. So your person, before they actually come back to you, they want themselves to be free of all obstacles because they know that they didn't treat you very well. So they know that they're going to have to give you time, give you attention, give you that love that they didn't give you before, that emotional connection that they refused to give before. So they want to make sure that any distractions, any obstacles, whether they're people, whatever it is, they want to make sure that the obstacles are gone. I wish I could turn back the clock and do things over again. Yeah, because they're stuck in replaying over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So, and that's what happens. That's how they know it's real. Now, how do you feel? That's what I want to know. How do you feel? yeah, we'll use a different deck. How do you feel? Let's see. I gave into temptation. So you feel as if their player, you felt as if you felt the connection, but I feel like you gave into the passion. You gave into the chemistry of the relationship. So you're kind of feeling stupid. You're feeling taken advantage of because this person has not yet told you anything. They have made you sit and wait while they thought about it and thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. So you're trying to chalk it up as if it was like just fun, just passion, just a karmic thing, a situation that you learned from, mainly how to protect yourself and not open up that quickly, or not to assume people treat you the way that you treat them just because you have that strong connection. You make me want to be a better person. I feel I feel like in this instance, by them treating you bad, you realized that you were undervaluing yourself. So at that time, they make you feel as if you want to be a better person, but not for the reason of, oh, you're so wonderful to me, you make me want to be a better person, but because you were so not nice to me that you made me want to be a better person to myself. You want to make me be a better person where I don't entertain and give in to temptation instead of honoring myself. Like this was a waste of a relationship, I feel like you have tried to chalk yourself up to. But when I really tap into it, I almost feel as if you're trying to tell yourself this so that you can like detach from the energy. Now, if this is a soulmate twin flame relationship, you're not going to be able to detach because understand your person has tried to walk away. You've tried to walk away. You both have tried to walk away. You can't walk away. You can't walk away because it's a divine union. Don't get me wrong. You can get mad and say you don't want to entertain this. Your person can get mad and say they don't want to entertain it. They can pretend that they don't like this or that they want. However, I'm feeling as if you're both learning unconditional love because if I recall, you have both had the same type of spiritual wounds where the environment was turbulent. Like at one time. So when we're taught by whether it's our family growing up, I understand it's not like it's taught purposely. A lot of times that's the way we perceive. As a child, we perceive maybe that we weren't lovable. Maybe we were perceived as if we were bad. For whatever reason, nevertheless, when we perceive that we're not lovable from someone that we love and someone that we perceive should love us, it creates trauma. And so to learn unconditional love is to actually be in an experience with a person that you may not like anything that they do. And when I say not like anything that they do, their behaviorisms towards you, but you still, for whatever reason, love them. You're learning unconditional love. That unconditional love cannot be controlled. It can't be manipulated. It can't be destroyed. Where if we don't believe that we're lovable on some level, which if your person acted that way to you, Virgo, you manifested that because on a deep-seated level, you believe that you're not lovable. and understand your person believes that they're not lovable because they weren't able to express that to you. They were protecting themselves. So both parties came from the same background or were taught the same karmic lesson, and they failed it, where they both believed that they were not lovable. So divine unions are brought together to teach, to expand consciousness. So I feel like there's a little bit of you now are in the place where if this person was the runner, now you're the runner. This person was like, no, I don't want any part of it. I don't want that type of commitment. I don't want. And you felt like you were running, you were giving time, you were being patient. Well, guess what? Now you want to run. Now you are like, I don't want this. I don't like what I see. I don't like. And now your person is chasing you like a twin flame soulmate relationship. Now understand the passion that these relationships have is out in alchemy, it transmutes negative energy because passion represents fire, right? So when we have a soulmate twin flame that, is mirroring us, again, because we have the same wounds, then, obviously we can see why this is happening. It's happening to help us heal. It's helping us to learn what unconditional love really looks like. Fights, arguments, conflicts. Again, you're afraid that this person, like, again, hasn't changed. That as soon as you get back with them or give them a chance, I should say, because you never were with them, but you let down your guard, I should say, that there's going to be fights and arguments and, conflicts, mainly because your person was so unfair. You don't think that they know how to be fair because you saw how they treated not just you, but all the other people in their life. They have like this cocky chip on their shoulder, but meanwhile, they're probably really insecure, which is why they need to talk to so many people, or they needed to do that. But know that they have done work during this separation because they would never have been humble, like allowed themselves to be humble enough to come back and want to talk to you and want to offer you anything. So now it's where you are. Like the ball is in your court and your person knows that and they're nervous. And with good reason. I feel like I can't give you what you need. So it's again, you're feeling like this person is needy and that they're going to need a lot of attention. Not again, just because of what they did to you, but they've been living a certain way for a long period of time. They have baggage. The reason why they wouldn't let you into their heart, the reason why they like surface relationships, the reason why they pretended that they didn't care about you. It was easy. So there's a sense that that this person needs healing and that would require a lot of time. I want to look at some karmic cards. And it would. Okay, so let's see what the point is. What else are we supposed to learn from this connection? And can this connection balance itself out? I'm trying to leave my comfort zone with this issue. Well, I feel like this is where you both are. Your person is trying to open up and wants to, not play games anymore. And they're going to come and they'll tell you that. And that is showing that they're trying because, that's uncomfortable for them to humble themselves, as I just said. Where I feel like for you, Virgo, if you really love this person, you're going to need to learn how to forgive. And you're going to need to figure out a way that they can prove to you that they've changed. When we're talking, things just come out of my mouth, and afterwards, I'm not even sure why I said them. So I feel like if your person tends to, like, when they get around you, they get very nervous and they say a lot of stuff and they tell you a lot, and then they feel stupid why they said it. And so they would retract and go inward. But it's, again, they feel very comfortable. You feel like home. You're a soulmate. And there's a very strong spiritual connection. So they do let their guard down. So, and that bothers them. They feel as if they don't have any control. Surrender brings us together faster than resistance. So there's a sense, again, of if you both love each other, which obviously you do, it's just you're angry now, Virgo, because this person did all that they did. But they did what they did because they've never had this type of relationship before, and they have wounds. Nevertheless, to surrender to what is. So when we don't hold on to, you should have did this, you should have acted that way, I don't like the way that it looks, and we put judgments on it, that's not unconditional love. But when you surrender to just what is, what's left, when you take away the anger, when you take away the pain, when you take away what's left, it's unconditional love. That is still there. That bond is still there. So this is a lesson, a karmic lesson on forgiveness. And in order to really forgive, we have to first surrender. Surrender to the limitations of our own mind, our fears, to just let them go. And to fill out, our inner children are crying out right now. We both need to comfort them and become their parents. So again, the wounds from childhood is what I was saying, that this relationship both triggered a lot of wounds for you, of abandonment, of even betrayal, and for your person, even though they created the abandonment when you left abandonment, because they had a very unrealistic expectation of what you were supposed to do. I feel like even though this person grew up in balance, they might have had one parent that was very harsh, another parent that spoiled them, so there was no balance. I feel like for you, again, you have wounds of abandonment, both do, and you both have wounds where you both need to forgive mother, forgive father, forgive the core of who you are. The forgiveness always is a multi-dimensional thing. We're not just forgiving the child self, we're forgiving, the people that we perceived did something to us to make us broken. And the other one that fell out is, please don't give up on me. I'm trying to change, but it takes time. So that's what I'm saying. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love doesn't keep score. The love is, again, just what it is. It's unconditional love. It's the highest vibration. It's the energy that God is made up of. It's the energy of the universe. And we have that energy inside of us. So again, this person may trigger you in a place where you're like, oh, they're on low vibration. Well, if this is a soulmate twin flame, they may have imbalances here where this is a strength of you. So you would have been able to work through it. This wouldn't have been such a production. Maybe you like to go deep. Maybe you're intuitive and spiritual and sensual and mysterious, and again, represent the moon, again, which is all mystical and deep. And this person is more like the sun, it's more like fire, is more like in your face, is more like grounded. So the approaches of life are much different. So learning balance, it's not one or the other. When we have balance, we don't just have female qualities, we have male qualities too. Your person was acting very male. I'm not going to show any emotions. I'm going to act very mean. I'm going to strategize, and I'm going to mentally figure out. I'm going to think about the relationship and think about the relationship and think about the relationship till there's nothing left to think about. And I'm not going to think about anything emotional. I'm going to take my emotions out of the equation. Where you were all about the emotion, all about the sensitivity, all about the intuitiveness of what you thought. Now, this doesn't mean that your person's not intuitive. Again, they are, but they do not utilize that when making important decisions, where you may only use your intuitiveness, like how you feel, whether or not that maybe that's your prominent. Nevertheless, you both do not approach life the same way. So that would be a trigger, because you would perceive that they didn't care, when really this person hasn't allowed enough time or have put in enough energy to really show you they have strong feelings. That's why they didn't. They knew that if they did, that it would grow so fast and that they would lose control of themselves. Now, as I said, you may be very strong when it comes to expressing your emotions, but you may not be strong in other areas where this person is strong. That's normally a divine union, is one that the divine has chosen for the healing and evolution of both parties. So it's going to require patience, Virgo, which I know I don't have patience. I'm a Virgo, so but I mainly have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, and I also have a lot of Gemini in my chart. So I pretty much feel like, and I'm on the cusp. I'm the 21st. So I'm kind of feeling like I'm more like a Libra on top of it. I need to like master Virgo traits. Nevertheless, okay, my inner child was wounded when my parents couldn't respond to me in the way that I needed them to. I am reacting from that wound, and that's what we had said, that this is all from childhood. So what should we do to balance out this situation? Let's wind it up, wind it down, I should say, not up. Wind it down, and let's see what the universe says how we should deal with this type of situation. When our heart and our mind is fighting, and like I said, we love this person, but can we forgive? Tells us to surrender, tells us to be patient. But what does the universe tell us to do? See, doesn't want to come out. Okay. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. So this talks about, like, again, surrendering. Unconditional love, there's no expectation. There is no ownership. So we have to surrender to what is. And when we, again, do that and we have that bond to someone, we can just, it doesn't mean for us to lose ourselves. It means that we don't try to control the outcome. Any other? Any other? Okay, I'm also being told that I should pull from the butterfly deck. Okay, we'll pull one more from this. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. So this is again talking about surrendering. Let go and let God. This is a divine union, and you have unconditional love for this person. And if they're willing to show you that they've changed and prove to you that they've changed, then you have to be honest and real with yourself, in spite of what they did, because you're only going to go around in circles forever. Like, I want them, but I don't want them. I want them, but I don't want them. You'll never be happy. Allow yourself happiness. Surrender. Last card out. And the only reason why is because Spirit told me that I had to. So, I mean, both cards were pretty much surrender cards there. I'm hoping that you have another message. Okay. Rise above the problem. So again, you have to become unconditional love. Surrender to unconditional love. That's how you rise above the problem. It's like you don't think about it, you don't feed it. And it's again, if you want this, you have to let it go. So again, I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. You let me know how it goes. You let me know what you decide to do. I love it when you guys comment. And remember, if you want to win a free reading with me, you just have to write that magic word in the comment bar. I don't remember what it was because I was in the psychic mind and I never remember what I say. So, because if you go into that different realm, so just fast forward to the beginning and find out the word and put it in the comment bar. Like, subscribe to the channel, and best of luck to you. I'm sure you'll get, because I'm choosing almost everyone that does it because I want the channel to grow. I'll see you all soon, Virgo. Bye.